Friends, we are going to learn very important thing in the trading. So, what is the important thing in the trading? Is it about the charts? Is it about the data? Is it about the indicators? Or is it about news? No. So, on top of everything, there is a very important thing in the trading is about you and yourself. Because how effective you are, how emotionally fit you are, how emotionally balanced you are, and how your emotional control is coming into the place when it taking to the entry and exit, and are you really aware, conscious, balanced. These are very important things on top of everything, because it's at the end of the day it is a game of survival without losing your capital and staying in the market for long run. So this is where it plays. The psychology of the trading, it affects your greed and your overthinking and your excitement and your optimism and your panic when the trade is going into the losses, and your fear, oversold, overbought, and losing capital, and your hope to recover from the losses to profits. So this is a kind of a cycle, and it is a game of probabilities always. There is a no certainty that once you enter into the trade you will be 100% in the profits. So you should know that. And always the important thing here is, when you want to succeed in the trading for long term, you should follow these important things. First trade end with losses, close for the day, and first trade end with the good profits, close for the day. Exit the losing trade if it hits our losses limit for the day. Take profits as per market conditions, not as per daily earnings expectations, because market is always supreme. Don't go against the trend, against the market, and you are a very small egoistic person in front of the market. So maximum two trades you can take for the day and accept the results. Don't blame the market and believe in yourself. Your mindset, your acceptance is more important than anything else. So finally, the trading is a game of eliminations, because whoever less patient, the less disciplined, more aggressive nature, they can't stay in trading. And it is a repetition of the patterns, multiple times it happens. You should observe it and capture it, then only you can stay longer time in the market. The reality of the trading is, first, while learning the bicycle, you will fall down, and you will fall down, and again you will fall down. So this is the process. You get up, you run again, you fall down. You get up, you run again, and fall down. So this is the way how anybody can learn the cycling, right? So similar way, you get into the losses, you learn how market works, and how you learn how the data works, how FFA big players do the trading, and you face the losses. Losses are the stepping stones in the trading, and you reach the stage break even. There you need to maintain the consistency by balancing your emotions, your greed, your consistency, and the position sizing and technical indicators, the data, the news, everything comes into the place. So the most important thing is your observation, your consciousness, your fingertip, which plays the most important thing in the trading. The way you enter, the way you exit, everything is there in the tip of the fingerprint, right? So you should be careful about it. So trading is, the most of times, is the game of momentum. When to enter the trade, when to exit the trade, and when to increase the sizing, and when to stop the stressing. So these plays very very critical role, and markets are there for your need and not for your greed, right? Because trading for living, even one single candle is enough for you for uh, daily profits. At the same time, one single candle is enough for take away your entire profits of the day, or maybe entire capital of the day in expiry days. So you should be very careful in protecting your capital. At the same time, if you have a fear of unknown, expand your knowledge, expand your consciousness, expand your awareness about the trading, how market behaves. And if you have a fear of wrong, there is no correlation being right and profitable always. Even big players also never be always 100% profitable. Well, even though if they are having the thousand and crores of rupees in their uh, balance, fear of missing out, place stop orders, because without that you cannot survive in the stock market. When trade goes against you, you should accept the losses, and fear of losses, the trade with money you can afford to lose. Never ever come to the market with a loaned amount or borrowed amount. Yeah, this and all will not work. You afford trading for long run. Fear of giving back profits, have a target profit at a reasonable distance. So the truth about being a trader is all the traders begin the day with a lot of colorful mindset, saying that one today I will be profitable and I'm going to get some money, I'm going to reach. But trading is a 50-50, and it is a sum of negative game or sum of a zero game, because 40% only trade in a month and remaining 80% quit within 2 months, and after 5 years only 5% remain in the market. So this shows that one, what is important in the trading? Is it long-term survival, or short-term profit, or losing the entire capital and quitting the market, or consistently running and earning from the market in the long run? So it's always game of the acceptance. If you now don't accept your losses, are your fears, are your, if you show you are more egoistic in the market, you never going to be survived. So it's a game of risk management. So when to enter, when to exit, your confidence plays a very critical role. Based on the experience only you can gain it, and your patience to observe the market, and the patience to wait for your levels, patience to wait your pricing, and then enter into the trading, and hard working, multiple things, market sentiments, how it works in the market, and how it influences the global cues, how it influences the economic cues, and political and economic matters, how it influences the market is more important thing, and how your greed plays in the market, right? How your strength of the mindset is that one, what exactly the market gives to you, at the same time market takes back also from you. So you should be very very conscious about how to play the game very smartly with the big players, because you are in profits, you protect the profits, and most important thing is sometimes in the trading is not doing anything. Yes, when to do, when you should not do anything is very very important to know before entering into the game. Never lose your profits in a day. Never try to hold the trade for a long time. When you have the profits, book it, on safer side keep it, observe if possibility is there, enter or exit. Be happy. You are not losing the capital, you are not in loss for the day. Keep it that in the mindset. and laziness, greed. Because I can teach you only that how to trade, but I can't teach my emotions, right? It is not a game of lottery. Market is a superior, data is superior. Everything depends on consciousness of your fingertip, your mind, right? Your experience, your awareness, your consciousness, your discipline, and your consistency is the key. And your competency with the people, you are competing especially with the people who have a huge capital, huge knowledge, and you should be always be humble and no egoistic in front of them. Your mindset and your way of thinking is completely different from market behavior. It requires a numerous learning and patience and observations in the market. Finally, it is a game of uncertainty and excitement. What will happen in next moment, next candle? We don't know. That is the fun of the market, right? And you might be accept the trade, and you might accept it is a chances of probability trading, and you should know that one how market behaves. So 5 months trading road I am giving to you to learn first month the basics. What is trading? Intraday, swing, options, positional. And you start observing the charts, candlestick patterns, support and resistance, and trend lines, and chart types, and indicator, RSI, MACD, MA, EMA, VWAMP, volume analysis, and the simple strategies, right? And you also need to learn the risk and psychology, the risk reward, and stop losses and targets, emotional control, and maintaining the trading journal. These are very, very crucial and important to observe and to survive in the trading. And real practice, small capital, and you should even lose. If you lose that one also, you should be ready to survive in the market. And weekly reviews and focused strategy, and be consistent with the upgrades what are happening. So finally, at the end of the day, it is a game of patience and discipline. So how to become the 1% trader? Focus on a single strategy and master the risk management. For example, if you're driving a car, if you're going in the 60 speed, and if you suddenly comes, you can brake, you can suddenly put the brake and you can survive. But if you're going at 120 speed, 150 speed, 180 speed in highway, suddenly comes opposite to you, even if you put the brake, you can't survive. So the risk management, what you are afford to lose, and how to control the emotions, how to minimize the losses and maximize the profits. This is called risk management. And how much you are afford to lose is a percentage of 5% of your capital, or 10% of the capital, or 2% of the capital. So this risk management is very, very important. If you are going on overspeed and market reverses, you may lose everything, right? What is your risk? What is your reward? Are you happy with the market? You will survive. Prioritize simplicity over complexity, because we should have some simplicity. If market one day gives more returns and next day it will not move at all, and you should average your earnings in a month, and you should not fight with the market. As I said, you are fighting with very, very big people, big capital, and big knowledge compared to you. So never ever go against them. Walk along with them and run along with them. You will be survived. Keep a journal of your trades. Every day you can keep the journal, why you are taking the entry, why you are exiting the entry, and why you have profits and why you have losses also. What is the best thing of your observation? Your mindset is match with the trading market mindset. Are you able to decode the market? Are you able to understand the market? Keep the journal every day and review the journal. That makes the mastery. You can start thinking big and backtest to understand your data. Always do backtesting because always market is a repetition. The patterns will repeat, not 100%, but it repeats again and again. So you need to back test the indicator, back test whatever your data you have, and back test the market sentiments. So that matters to you. That experience, when you gain more and more, you will survive in the market. Forget about social media and forget about someone making lakhs and crores in the market, and always think about you and yourself, your strategy, your thinking, and your entries and your exits. Focus on your process and find a mentor. This is very, 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 very critical because someone has to handhold the entire process in the live market, how to take the entry, how to observe the trading, how to observe the candlesticks, how to observe the data flow, how to observe the volume, how to observe the market sentiment, how to observe the market news. Because these can come from one experienced mentor. For example, you're driving a car, right? You're learning how to drive a car, and someone sitting beside you, and he is teaching you in live. This is the brake, this is the clutch, this is the accelerator, and this is uh, steering, and this is the rear view mirror, front view mirror. See here, take the U-turn, front, go ahead, front, put the brake, give the signal, and stop here. So if someone sitting beside you and holding your hands and teaching, how fast you can learn the driving. Similar way, when you want to master the trading, you should learn the skills along with the live mentorship. That is what matters to you. Run fast, quickly, gain fast, and you will gain the mastery within short time. This is where a lot of people are stuck in the market. They feel that they know everything, but when they start the trading, they do the accidents, sudden accidents, right? So should be careful. So that is where mentorship plays a very, very critical role. I agree, trading is a lonely journey, but we should be ready for that. We should ready to find the mentor, travel along them, know along them, and face the challenges along with them. Then you will be survived because he can hold you when you are doing the mistakes. He can correct you when you are doing the wrong steps, right? That is a way you learn quickly, you survive quickly, and you will stay for a long time. Learn about the probabilities because market never ever going to be certain. It's all about the momentums, certainty, probabilities, and your way of discipline, patience, and your mindset, and your absorption, and your acceptance, because it's a game of mind, right? Need to read a lot, learn a lot, observe a lot, and survive for a long time. Never ever be victim of your emotions, right? So that is the way you survive for a long time, because this is a game of consistency and maturity. When you feel, when you know everything, initially you will win and you will lose. You will lose the confidence and fear, and you again try, learn and try, move on, move on, move on. That is the way you get the experience. That is the way you get the consciousness. That is the way you get the awareness about the market. Then you will survive. You will see the success. So most of the people in the phase 2 itself, they will drop, they will quit, and they will leave. in the journey of the trading. So at the end of the day, it is a game of mind and emotions. The brutal rules that saved my account are: if I feel FOMO, I don't trade. If I can't explain the setup in one sentence, I skip it. After two losses, I shut down the platform. Small wins, big ego trades. No confirmations, no trade. I protect the capital like oxygen for my survival. I never chase any move. My rule book, my emotions. Accounts don't flow from bad charts, they flow from broken rules. And extending the top stop losses and staying for long and running against the market. This never ever give the success. This is at the end of the day, this is the fear game, game of fear, game of mindset, game of fake entries, fake exits, right? And game of duplication and replication. The strategies always follow. Strategy is very important, but 100% of success no strategy gives to us. We should accept it when it is not working for you, ready to accept and quit and exit. So when the game of probabilities goes, and this is the strategy most of the traders will follow. Should I take entry? Should I take a trade? No. Does it fit in my trading plan? No. No trade. For example, if I want to take a trade, yes. Am I seeing the exactly what you want to see? Yes. Am I sticking to my rules? Yes. Got an exit plan?